Alright guys, so I've already smoothened out my edges, so I curve them a bit. That way they don't extrude from the other segment, so you can see that they no longer stand out. They don't stick out anymore from this portion over here, and they're able to rotate freely. And that's what we want. So now what we need to do is join these together. So we need to press these together. And if you have wood glue, you can use wood glue. Don't use the Elmer's glue or the white glue that they sell in bookstores. That doesn't, it's not a good adhesive. It doesn't glue these two things together. So that's why I recommend you guys use either hot glue gun or wood glue. So I'm gonna use a hot glue gun in this case, and I want to put these pieces that will hold my rubber band. So for the time being, I can remove some of these. So I can remove some of them and just connect these together. So I need to put one right here between these two popsicle sticks, and the other one is going to go on the outside. The only reason you want to use two is for extra support. So you want this to be as rigid and as strong as possible. So I tried using one and it breaks off. The strength of the rubber band, the tension of the rubber band pulls it away. So you want to use two. And make sure that if you're using hot glue gun, it's hot enough. If it's not hot, then it's just going to dry off very fast, and it's not going to stick the two popsicle sticks together. So you want to use enough glue in that it's hot, right? That way you can glue these together. And you'll want to glue these somewhere around here. So if you see this segment right here, there's a segment right after this this joint. Here, let me show it a little bit more. So you have this one over here, and then you have this one right here, and you have that one right there. So you want to put these little segments right before this one right there. So somewhere around here. So right where you have the joint, you want to put this here. Not necessarily on this side, that would be way too far. You want to have it a little bit closer to the joint, so you'll put it somewhere here, not too far. So don't make sure that you don't put it too far. You want to have it close. You might have it somewhere there. So I'm going to put some hot glue on it, and then I'm just going to press it on there. That way it stays glued to that portion of the popsicle stick. And I hope this is hot enough. Be careful not to burn your fingers, guys. So I press on it a lot. That way it gets stuck on there. You want to press on it. That way any air gaps that it might have inside, you might squeeze them out. That'll be fine. And I'm going to add some extra glue on the sides. That way I fuse it very well. So you want to add some glue over here. And that's fine if that falls off. Also putting some right here. That way it holds it much better. So you'll want to wait until that dries off, guys. I'm going to take this off because I need to put the other one that goes in here. If you take these away from this right here, so if you have something that's holding them in place, be careful not to like disalign where the joints are going to be. So where these holes are punctured, be careful not to glue it like this right here, and then you're not going to be able to have the holes in place. So that's something that you might run into if you're not careful. So that's why I use this right here. That way I can hold my place and I don't lose where I punctured the holes. So you're going to do the same thing. You're going to get another one. I'm just going to use this one over here, and I'm going to put that in between the two popsicle sticks. Insert it somewhere here. That's fine. It's fine if they're not the same length, guys. Here, let me show you. I'm gonna put it somewhere there. And again, right now I'm gonna add more. I'm gonna try to see if I can align this. I don't want to lose the where I put the puncture because I'm going to put glue on this over here. Don't put glue all over the back of this. You only want to put glue around this piece, guys. Because if you put glue around the whole thing to try to fuse the entire piece together, you might make a mistake because we're going to need to puncture through in between the two popsicle sticks. So try not to put glue all over because then you'll find a big mistake later on. So you want to have that gap on there, but just put glue right here. And then we'll figure out a way how to fortify it and strengthen, you know, the two popsicle sticks together. I'm only doing this that way I don't lose my place. So on that side right there, where you see that, I'm only going to put glue right here. It doesn't matter if it's extruding out, that's fine if you have excess on that area. It's not going to, you know, damage or you know, alter it too much. Plus, you want it to, you know, really get stuck on there. So again, you'll have to do this for each segment. So each segment will have the two long popsicle sticks and then the piece that holds the rubber band. Then I'm going to add just some more glue right here. I add excess glue to this part, guys, because the wood itself is going to cut the rubber band. So I want to protect the rubber band from the wood as well. If you have another idea how to like slip something on there, or if you have some of that plastic that melts over wires and cables, maybe you can slip a little sleeve. You can slip one of those sleeves on there and, you know, shrink it with a hair dryer. I mean, it's not the best looking thing, but it's gonna work, I promise. So you're gonna wait until this dries. You're gonna do the same thing for the piece that's gonna go inside these two. It should slip right in. So this right here should slip right in with no problem. And if it does, you kind of have to move it a bit. See if I can get that in there. That will have to shave. I think this is the other one. Okay, sorry, wrong one. So this one goes over here. There we go. There it is. That's why we need to look at the labels. There you go. And then my other one should go up here. So you're going to do the same thing. The same thing that you did on this side over here, you're going to do it to this other side. So that's why you need another two of these.